going on, Forgotten? How you doing, buddy? Happy Friday evening to yes. Man, Friday. I'm off tomorrow. It's the first Saturday off that I hadn't had to take off for vacation in a minute. Kind of wild. I think I got all notifications sent out. I think so. So let's go ahead and get things rolling.
Ted, my boy, it's gonna be legend. Wait for it. Dairy. Legendary.
All right. Welcome in, everybody. Hope everybody is having a great Friday evening. Let's get back over here. Get that up and up. Yep. All right. So that Mask of the Father, that is our next quest. But we got to pick this one up so I don't lose where I'm at. I mean, I probably can figure out where I'm at now. My birthday Sunday, I'm relaxing this weekend. A happy early birthday, Forgotten. How are you turning? Like 23, 4, 5, 6, 7, 28. 28? Am I correct? 28? I feel like we've had this discussion about your age before. Hey, Jules. How's it going? I'm going to pick this part up real quick, and then we're going to go hop into the raids. We need to speak to Rain. I've been scouring the archives for any information regarding the temporal magic since the last we spoke, and the results have been rather troubling to say the least. 33. Okay, I was off by 5 years. Just 5 years. Yay, treats. I like treats. Hey, that's why I started that on the channel. I wanted the channel on both sides to get GD treats. Twitch and YouTube. And for those who don't know, I do stream on both. So you can click on either platform and find me there. We are also going to be starting a second channel for those who didn't see the announcement. Spoiler alert. Spoil alert. We're going to be starting up a second channel. Second channel is not going to be everybody's cup of tea who's currently here. But, hey, what up, the other black man? But it's going to be a channel that I think we can learn from and grow with. Everybody has their feelings about that kind of stuff, but I think it's something that I can make fun to a point. Is that a ant? What is that? That's a big old ant on my light. As you may or may not be aware, ancient Allegan is portrayed in the Escheridion as a cautionary tale, a great empire brought low by its enemy. I still haven't made that longer yet, the other black man. I really got to figure out how to make that longer. Let me see. Hold on one second. How can I make that longer? Is it actions? It can't be it because then it would just be longer. Okay, I ain't that either. It's got to be the action thing then. But why do I not? Is there more than one? And why? If so, then why does it not work the way it should? Because it's oh, here it is. Command. 100 points. 44 seconds. So if we edit sub action to 7,000 seconds. All right. I'm going to try this for the other black man. Oh, wait a minute. I don't get on this channel. It's scary to do it from the channel I don't actually have points on. Let's see. Is that it?
Hell no, no, to the no, no. Hell to the no, no.
7 seconds. Let's see if it can make it go a little longer. Let's edit it to 10 seconds. Let's see if that goes a little longer. I feel like that was the same amount of time. Maybe slightly longer. Let's see. Can we repeat this?
Hell no, no, to the no, no. Hell to the no, no.
No, same amount of time. I have no clue. I have to go back and figure that out one day. One day I will figure out how to make that longer for you, the other black man. My hubby says, hey, and that he will be keeping you up for the watch hours. Okay, cool. I'm about to make some din myself, so I'll be lurking in the meantime. All right. We appreciate you lurks. We appreciate the lurks. You keeping me up in the background. All right, let's get through this so we can actually get to some fighting. However, there are certain Apocryphalian texts in which the allergens are cast in a more sympathetic light, if not outright exalted. It was the text that I found reference to temporal magics once wielded by allergens. Mages said magic could be used to halt or even reverse the temporal state of a given object. Where's my chat at over here? And why do I not see it? No, because it went away. Okay. Sorry, guys. You know, when you think you're all set up and stuff's supposed to work the way it's supposed to work, it never works the way you think it should. There we go. All right, cool. Okay, if the accounts are to be believed, and if Gigi's abilities and these magics are one and the same, then it may well be possible for him to turn back the hands of time for the Grand Seers, much as he restored the Duke's priceless vase. That being said, there is no telling how this will work with regards to living being. Considering, if you will, that the vase was filled with water when shattered, even if the vessel was restored, what will become of its former contents? Or would it be filled with water as before, the very same every drop return, or would it be different water? Or would the water once split be forever lost? I speak of the soul, my friend, for even if one could use magic to restore the dead to life, would they be as they were before, with all the same thoughts and memories and feelings? The Grand Seers are convinced that they can regain their lost youth. And mayhap they can, but the dead who have entered into Howland's halls cannot return. They cannot, yet Gigi is nevertheless resolved to try and resurrect Archimagus Quan. Speaking of which, according to some Charlatan texts, the archive's Archimagus Quan was an accomplished scholar known for his studies of the ancient Allergen magic. Further evidence that Gigi's abilities are likely derived from the ancient traditions, I suppose. But more importantly, I learned that the location of the Archimagus' former residence, mayhaps we could find something of interest there, something which could help us persuade Gigi to change his course. I had a mind to summon Inspector Hildebrand and make the journey there together. Would you be willing to join us? Alright, excellent. Then let us be about our business. At the end of this, I saw you, Hedrick. I beg your pardon? Are you accusing me of being a Hedrick? Yes, you, Inquisitor Sar. I saw you sneak into the archives and sneak out the forbidden tombs. Saw the mad light in your eyes as you partook of the forbidden knowledge. Oh, for the love, I did all of that for my investigation. You admit your crimes that you did secretly, without permission and in blatant contravention of our rules. Read Forbidden Tombs. Then, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the supreme sacred tribunal of Hallecan Inquisition doctrine. The dude's a stutterer. You stupid, ignorant. Let's see. Are you also desperate to keep your God's damn jobs that you'll go around accusing all the world and his wife of heresy? Is that what we've been reduced to? All good, Judy. The cut on that sound bit is just so sudden and short. It is, the other black man. That's not what it was supposed to be. The original one, I think, goes longer. Hold on, let me see.
Hell no, no, to the no, no. Hell to the no, no.
No, it cuts off there too. I may have cut that short when I edited it. I may have cut that short. The other black man. My bad. Let's see. I'm sick and tired of looking for Hedricks in every bloody shadow, of trying to guess the secret sins of everyone I meet. It's stupid and pointless, and we're better than that. Damn it, we're better than that. If you will not surrender yourself, then I have no choice but to inform my superiors. Well, that all came tumbling out, didn't it? I suppose there's no point in trying to convince myself that I have no personal investment in this matter, or that I still have a professional one at all. Yeah, thinking it would have been you, but it's all good. That song is just funny to me. Yeah, it is funny. Yeah, I think I cut it when I edited it, because I changed the length, so it should play longer, but it's not. Somewhere along the way, I stopped looking for the guilty and started looking for the truth, perhaps, and a way to help those in need. But there's no place for people like that in the Inquisition, is there? And it's only a matter of time before that stuttering fool comes back with an armed guard. Let us depart for Idleshire at once. We need to find the inspector. Any delays on the load times for normal rates? I don't know. We're going to find out. We're about to find out, the other black man, now that we're out of this. I had to get through that so I could have it on my list, so I didn't have to go back and look and see where I needed to go. Now we are going to head back. I'm going to jump in Duty Finder, and we're going to go to this one. And we're going to the Abyss OS 5th Circle. That's where we're heading to. That's what our next venture is. So we're going to head there. Says average wait time 6 minutes. Okay. So, do I remember how to get there? Interesting. Let's go to the journal list, which should be... No. Oh, let's do this quest. No, that's not what I want either. Where can I go to figure out where I need to go? Recommendations. I guess being in this should tell me. There are no duties to display. Okay. So yeah. Average wait time just hopped up to 9 minutes. But we do have 2 tanks in a DPS already. So that's good. I just let's get out of this cold area. Let's see if I can figure out where I need to go. Elpis. I think this is where we need to be. We need to be in Elpis for sure. The question is where in Elpis. That way. That way is where we need to be. But I hope everybody's having a good night. How's everybody? What is everybody doing this weekend? What is everybody doing this weekend? It's Friday. Oh, is my colors off? My colors look off. They are off. Why didn't nobody tell me before? They're still off? Okay, that looks better. It looks better. I guess you can't really tell unless I'm there. I was in a kind of a grayish area. Oh, there it is. There it is, the other black man. We popped. That was like 5 minutes. So these seem to have some pretty, because everybody does these. Not everybody does the Hildebrand stuff. So let's get in here and let's say hi to people. Look at that. Isn't that like the thing they kept throwing? I'm going to watch F4 Sunday afternoon. So oh, okay. Oh, you know what? I hadn't asked her if she wanted to go see that this weekend or not. I probably should. Hey, Celeste. The Carbuncle fight? Yeah, sure. Ouch. So that seems a little too easy. Maybe something else had to be done. Damn. Oh, they gotta get out again. There we go. He looks big mad. He was kind of big mad. What's going on, TG Josh? All right, let's fight one tonight. Depending if they pop like this all night, we might get through the rest of them tonight. And that will just leave, you know, all of Hildebrand to do. Yeah. That was a good fight. That was a good fight. That was solid. I took main take it the last second again. Let's see. We got some accommodations to hand out. Gotta give it to the healer. Bro, I don't really want any of this. Oh, no more stuff clogging up my inventory just because. Okay. Mr. Madden days. I didn't get the new Madden. I probably won't. TG Josh. I honestly probably won't. I might get college again, but I don't think I'm gonna get Madden. And if I get college, it's gonna be down the line. I don't know when. Not really. I'm just not feeling it this year. I don't know. I'm guessing. We'll see. I was hyped about college, and then somewhere along the line, I became unhyped. I don't know. So this is where the research is conducted on creations imbued with poisons and venom. Eric and I were conveyed not far from here. It seems our foe is finding it more difficult to surprise us. You pre-ordered college? So did you get it? Oh, so you have it then already. Did you do deluxe or did you do the standard pre-order? And how are you finding it? You haven't been playing it? Okay. Fortunately for you, since they appear particularly keen to see you dispatched so as quickly as possible. Even alone, you are a force to be reckoned with. Part of me is glad you emerged victorious, that I might observe you further. That doesn't look like La Habrea, but okay. It's a red mask holder, though. Were the circumstances different, I might thank you for keeping my son alive for this long. But I believe we can forge introductions, unless I have misread you. Okay, I guess it is the same La Habrea. Passably perceptive. Yes, I am La Habrea of the convocation of the 14. If you truly are who you claim to be, then answer this question. Back and wait. Ugh, what is this? Now, this is curious. The trap I wove at your feet reacts to ether, but you remain unaffected. Such thin ether, and I'm in a unfamiliar composition besides. It is of no matter, I suppose. The more direct your approach will beget the same result. I would advise you to think carefully before deciding your next action. Strike me down here, and Eric wish shall remain unfulfilled. Never again shall he meet Athena. Mother, you would dare hide behind her name? Listen well, Eric. We are of the same mind concerning your mother. You have all your allies for protection, so what harm is there in hearing me out? Eric, wait. There is a question I must needs to ask first. If you are truly La Habrea, why speak such blatant lies? Bitter in defeat, are we? Say my name. A simple request. Themis, was it? a trifle soon forgotten as you are. I have my answer then. The La Habrea I knew took pride in the convocation and would never suffer its degeneration. You sully his station with this farce. Themis, what are you saying? La Habrea and I hardly saw eye to eye, but I know his voice when I hear it. Indeed, he makes a passing fine imitation in appearance and manner. However, the real La Habrea would never call me by the name Themis. Oh, that's the real La Habrea. Okay. What trouble have you gotten yourself into, Elizabeth? Oh, that's Elizabeth. Imposter, you have no right to claim that form, that mask. Interesting. What? Who? Twas a mask that sickened me to wear. The mask of La Habrea, a man who values his position above all, who would murder his own wife in pursuit of duty. Yet you would assume my name and wield powers that are mine by right. Any worth you may have hinges on which you also despise. Such trite provocations will not be goaded into finishing this ere my work is done. Eric, listen well. I am Heptatoius. We're going to just call him H. We're going to call him Hep. I'm just going to call him Hep. We're not going to try to pronounce it all the time. It is I whom you should call Father. Ain't that about it? Ain't that about a blip? What in the name of creation? We would do well not to stand idle while our enemy is about. I believe an explanation is in order. Elidibus, let us return to safety so you may provide it. Ah, that sounds more like library. I know. So that's Elidibus. Before we depart, however, I must offer you an apology. As La Habrea has said, I am Elidibus, one of the convocation and the emissary of their will. For reasons which I do not involve you, it was necessary to hide my identity while investigating this place. Still, that hardly excuses my deception. You know what? We didn't really have a feeling. Let's go with the middle one. Whatever your name is, you still Themis to me. Themis. Such the words of comforting truly. I shall offer an explanation in time. But first, let me assure you my choices were not born from animosity. In any case, we have pressing matters to attend. Let us do so as La Habrea has suggested and return to the gates. We can speak there. It's a long talking pattern before, please help him. Save him. Interesting. It's usually not this much talking between in these raids like that. But it's okay. A little story's not too bad. As you are aware by now, I am known as Elizabeth. After my dear friend Azine and I detected irregularities in the pandemonium, we decided that the best course of action would be to hide my station as I conducted my investigation. I'm sure La Brea as well is eager to find out why I hid who I was, so I shall save that story for later. First, I would like to speak of you, my friend. Although neither Emez nor I had ever met you in the flesh, you came with his highest recommendation. That alone was enough for me to accept you as an ally without question. What up, Jody? That somewhere in the world, a guiding star, so similar to himself, was out there, amused, him to no end. There was not a shade of doubt in his heart that you would be a formidable ally. How's my day going? Day's good. Did 4 days out of 4 days at the gym, Monday through Thursday. Feeling pretty good overall. Starting to see some things look different and feel different, you know. A little more energy in my day. Waking up earlier. Feeling not so sluggish. So that's good. My Friday was long though. That was kind of draining mentally. But, you know, overall, not bad. Furthermore, I have heard stories that Mistress Vanat, who held the position of Azine previously, joining with a familiar much like yourself, that made the decision to trust you all the easier. She, too, now dons the white robe of an advisor. If she placed her absolute faith in you, I knew I would be in capable hands. Aware, though, I was of the path you had walked, I had no interest in exposing you. I really wanted to meet you, to travel by your side for a while. I may know but a small portion of your whole story, but that is enough for me to believe you would never lead me astray. I wanted to tell you that. Okay. That's a lot of say is good thing. I hope he brought his knee pads. Let's just say that. Alright, moving on. I'm going to pick up the rest of the P6 part now. I don't know how long this has been since we last spoke, La Brea, but in truth be told, I had hoped we never would again. But I see now that I was a fool to think I would ever escape your meddling. Just what is that thing that called himself La Brea, and why is he the spitting image of your younger self? I find it hard to believe you've only just now found out such a being was wreaking havoc in the pandemonium. Did you think matters would simply sort themselves out? I suppose you deserve at least a curious explanation. I was well aware of the anomalies occurring within pandemonium, including the fact that Asmund and Elizabeth had taken it upon themselves to investigate. I saw no reason to insert myself into the situation. For a time, that was. Imagine my surprise when, instead of a formal report from you and yours, I received a communication from one of a keywords stating that research and operations were proceeding as usual. While deception was almost childish in its simplicity, it became plain to me that your grasp on the situation was slipping. So you knew of his existence from the beginning. I can hardly imagine that you would suffer a masquerade as one of the convocation, not without good reason at least. As you well know, the name La Brea is but a marker of my station. 'Tis not the name I was born with. Hep has claimed that for himself. I cannot fault him for it, as he is my other half, in a manner of speaking. He knows all that I know, my equal in every way, yet within his heart he is not but greed, envy, and desire, all the emotions that we are loath to acknowledge within ourselves. If what you say is true, what purpose would such a being serve? He is the product of an experimentation gone awry, a reminder of the days when I was yet young and reckless. I thought him sealed away for good, but it seems time has a way of unearthing the shame we bury. When we spoke of my mother, he looked at you with venom in his eyes, blamed you for her death. Tell me, was he right to do so? His words were but the rambling of a tortured mind. The hatred and despair he endures has warped his views of the world irreparably. And now that he is awakened, he must be put to rest. If he succeeds in breaching Pandemonium's protective wards, he shall invite disaster into our star. As chief keyword of the Pandemonium, it is my duty to decide the proper course of action. As such, I declare that all research shall be similarly abandoned and the facility destroyed. What? You would leave the other wards to their doom? 'Tis a choice befitting La Brea. You disagree? You speak of duty, and ours is to guide our star and its inhabitants upon the correct course. It is no surprise that you would choose annihilation of the Pandemonium if its existence poses even the remote risk to our people. Yet, as you can see by Eric's response, the decision is somewhat more a nuisance than that. Asman and I grappled with the conundrum for some time, in fact. Ghost, thank you for not doing the Jamaican voice. What do you mean, man? What is wrong with my Jamaican voice? My buddy Dre would shoot me if he heard me doing a Jamaican voice. This is precisely why I chose to involve myself directly. 'Twas the only way I could truly determine the best solution. That is precisely why I chose. Oh, I already read that. I was going to read that again. And you need not to trouble yourself with that further. The chief keyword must prevent the worst from occurring, no matter the cost. Your feelings, Elizabeth, are of no consequence. The fact that I'm getting the distinction of the different voices for y'all. I deserve however many people on YouTube, all those likes, and however many people on Twitch. Y'all should, I don't know, use some of your points to do something fun. I don't know. This voice acting thing, I think I got this down. Have you taken even a moment to consider another path? No? You spare nary a thought aught but yourself and your duty. You have no idea of the trials we've endured, the foes that Duran has stood against. Excuse me. Durand, is it? A being of such ether as I have never seen. What are you? He is the guiding star that shall lead us safely through this. Thanks to his stout arm and steadfast courage, we have subdued the mythic creations, and returned them to their cell. Speaking of which, I would hear your opinion, Duran. As an outsider, are we in a unique position to look up circumstances with our vision unclouded by attachment? It's too soon to give up on saving others. Library can't be trusted. What is that you said about being an industry? Okay. It's too soon to give up on saving others. You know, as heroes would say. Agreed. We still know nothing. We still next to nothing about HIP. And I highly doubt La Hebrea has been forthcoming with the truth. But we've managed to regain control of VA. He must be made to see that there's merit in continuing on this path. I have it. Speak in your official capacity as Elizabeth, the embassy. Judge which approach is more sound, and even La Hebrea would be compelled to listen. Excuse me. As Elizabeth, I am duty bound to assess the matter from a position of impartiality. My opinion as Themis can carry no weight. You understand what that means, yes? I do. Even so, you've walked with us all this time, seen what we've seen. Based on that alone, I trust that you'll find the best way forward. Very well. Then in my capacity as embassy, I shall state my judgment. At the present, there are merits both in destroying the pandemonium outright and in taking time to rescue it. Its researchers, and neither is yet an impossible task. Therefore, I judge that the most measured choice would be to continue upon our present course. We delve into the abyss, entering any mythic creations we encounter along the way. You have yet to witness Duran's might and Eric's resolve. I would ask that you see our capabilities firsthand, and only then decide if our endeavors are futile. If such is the will of the embassy, then I shall obey. However, if indeed I find your strength to be lacking, I trust there will be no objection to the immediate destruction of the pandemonium. You won't need to worry about that. We won't fail. You are bolder than I remember. And you're even more tedious than I remember. Duran, come find me when you are finished. I feel like this is the wrong music for this, but you know, who am I? I'm just a guy playing a game. Eric is undoubtedly frustrated, but if we are to conquer the abyss, we must go forth with clear heads. Pray, lend an ear to his troubles, that their weight might be lightened. Oh boy. You know, to walk through these weird doors, bro. Is the game playing it? Yeah, it's the game. They got, look, if you look up Final Fantasy music, they got a plethora. Like, their catalog is huge, fam. Huge. You know, they get a lot of orchestra that play a lot of the songs. They got some pretty in-depth songs. Like, yo, Eric, what's good, bro? Like, a lot of great songs for the game. Oh yeah, the game's wrong for that because it's making me sleepy. I know, right? Like, bro, bring a little more oomph to it. You do have my gratitude. Ill fit as I am to show it at the moment. Without your words to sway him, Librea would have carried out his plan without a second thought. Excuse me. When at first we realized the creations had slipped their bonds, the other keywords dialed all in their power to restore order. Even though they could have chosen escape, they remained to aid their allies. I am certain not a soul among them wished to see the facility erased from the world, and they don't deserve to be abandoned simply for carrying out their duty. And besides, Hep and has secrets yet untold. Secrets that would be buried if Pandemonium were reduced to rubble. I mean, to uncover the truth behind his words. The truth of my mother. While La Habrea was quick to dismiss his claims, I failed to see what Hep would gain by fabricating such a story. All I was told of my mother's death was that she perished in an accident. No one would say more. It was almost as if they feared saying more, in fact. Even if it was not La Habrea that dealt the fatal blow, we seen with our own eyes how quickly he can condemn others to die. I only wish to know at last what befell her. What do you think, Duran? Does La Habrea know that you have any regard for the lives of others? Or will he carry out his duty with another's blood on his hands? Y'all, was a man who worked from the shadows. He once used my ally as a vessel for his own twisted ends. I have no idea what he might be like in this age. We're going to go with the second one. He once used my ally as a vessel for his own twisted end. What would possess him to do that? Even for La Habrea, such an act would be a black mark against him if it were made known. I can't imagine how much your ally suffered. But it is plain there is much to consider. Thank you, Duran. It's easy for me to get carried away by emotions where he's concerned. We should focus on the task at hand, proving La Habrea that we are capable of saving Pandemonium and its keepers. The most convincing way to do that will be to regain control of the Abyss. Although I'm loath to admit it, he would know more about those depths than any of us, and seeing as how we require every advantage we can afford. Duran, would you speak to him for us? He seems to have a special interest in your capabilities and may deign to help at your suggestion, if only to see what you can do. All right, so we're heading back. That's a whole lot of running back and forth, fam. Why can't we just all have a conversation in this area somewhere? Eric appears to have deep trust in you, and Elizabeth tells me you share some relation to Asmund. Your unusual ether does not mark you as a familiar. It isn't like anything I've seen, even among the countless concepts I have observed. To think that I would encounter an existence I could not create by my own hand, as never ceases to surprise. Azim? I'm saying it's Asmund. I think his name is Azim. I think it's not really how you say it. It's Azim. The previous Azim was much the same in taking the entity of the star into consideration. She came to hold her dear emotions and people that a more logical mind would have discarded. This made her act in her own self-interest more often than not. Just as you and Elizabeth have conducted yourselves in this matter, the true danger of Azim's nature is its tendency to infect all those he came into contact with. Him itself said much the same. Trust that I shall do naught that would violate my duty. And yet, you so frivolously invoked your authorities as embassy to justify this little excursion. It matters little, however. Only your deeds can speak for you now. You wish to know more of Abyss, I take it. Although I no longer have control over many of its functions, I can yet sense what creations lie within. The chief keywords research is far indeed. Well, then, what do we have to look forward to? I sense no creation of note. Perhaps they have been made into fodder for experimentation, or perhaps they have been transferred to the deeper circles. Bro, this is a long cutscenes. Yet Hep would never allow for your safe passage. He has left a trial for you to overcome. I speak of Hegemon, keyword of the abyss. Although her presence is stained with marks of corruption, it is unmistakable. I knew her as a woman gifted in magic and blessed with highly logical mind. While I can sense those qualities within her still, there is something else at work. If I had to hazard a guess, I would say that it's because she already been twisted into the Hemotheus, doubtless against her will. Duran, Themis, we must rescue her from the cruel fate, and if we cannot, we can at least seal her away until we find a means to undo the damage. The music picked up a little bit. Your allies make you bold, Eric. I much look forward to seeing how far they can carry you. All right, we ready? Is it time now? Is that it? We get ready to fight? Here we go. The sixth circle is now accessible. All right. A little bit of reading. But we here. Let's enter the sixth circle. So we got to clear our selection, then we get into the sixth circle. There we go. All right. And the mobile event's still going on, so they should not take too long, because people are trying to still farm their mobiles. What up, peoples? Here goes a woman of reason and logic. She was never swayed by Hep's wretched scheme. I hope she was not made to suffer much. Now we proved our strength. Only then can we free the other wardens and unveil the truth hidden in the pandemonium shadows. Let us not change the strategy that has served us so well this far, bringing Hegemon to heal Duran and Eric. I shall inter her when the time is right. Okay, it's cool. All right, loading up. I see a healer. It's me and a healer. It's me and a healer so far. 5-minute average wait time. I think the last one popped within 5 minutes. Let's hope these don't take so super long. I was going to see if I could jump off, but I can't. All right. Well, appreciate everybody who is here tonight hanging out. We had a few more people in here earlier. But we got about 8 people chilling, hanging out. Appreciate that. We are getting ready to hop back into the next fight. Oh, excuse me. Stretching. Oh, sorry. It's been quite a week. Had a lot of early days of work. I had a lot of meetings, calls first thing in the morning. It's not my 4th week of the month is always one of my busiest as far as calls and short meetings. And man, this one was a doozy. So the 4th week of the month, the 4th Thursday of every month, I lead a call for training on lending products and lending things for my region. And so I have to host a call. So very much how I am talking to you guys now. Imagine me with a shirt, a jacket, or a sweater vest talking about loans. I've had a lot of practice with you guys, so I can thank you guys for helping me out with that. Feeling comfortable talking to a camera, knowing that there are people on the other side of the camera watching. But yeah. Oh, I lost my healer. That's not good. But it still can pop very quickly. Still could pop very quickly. Let's see what else we. I don't know if the wife and I are going to try to finish Split Fiction tomorrow. I think we're getting to the end here. I think we're getting to the end. I did put out my first short of the last stream that we had recently.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
What, did I mess up? Where did I fuck up at, the other black man? I didn't mess up yet. Also, for those who are just joining, if you hadn't had the opportunity yet to check out my my latest video, it's a very short one, but it's just a channel announcement of my upcoming. What's the word I'm looking for? Upcoming second channel. I'll share this in the chat so that you guys can see it. But there's that. If you haven't had the opportunity to check it out, there's that. I mean, it's such a short thing. There's not anything special about it. I don't know. You didn't. That's just another funny one to me. Okay, I got you, the other black man. So you kind of have to run with this one though. You got to run with this one. This one here. Let's see. This one Jody had been coming in with, but he didn't do it today.
I'm leaving here with something. You know what I mean? I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something.
Gotta come with, around the way. I'm gonna leave you with something. That's when Jody had been coming with. Okay, so now we're past the 5-minute mark. I see 1 DPS. We had one healer with that healer left. So maybe, just maybe. I don't want to have to do player finders for these. These should pop relatively quick. That one I had to do a player finder for was not fun. We killed stuff really quick because we did it unsynced. And it was just kind of like, That didn't make it fun. At all. For those who have already drafted Mooney from the Falcons for their fantasy draft, better find a replacement. He's hurt for the first few weeks of the opening season. Okay. Said I had 3. Okay. Oh, you know what? I know what the other one was. So we could go watch something fun. We'll see how this goes. Hold on 1 second. Let me do this. Let's see where she's at with this. Oh, never mind. It popped. We here. All right. We're in. We are in. That wasn't too bad. It took a little longer than 5 minutes. It wasn't too bad. Like, it took like 6 minutes. I think I remember seeing this one before. It's been a minute. Can we wall? What does that mean? Oh, someone's saying something about that. guess we're gonna go ahead with it. I'm very confused what happened myself. Ouch. Damn. Well, that sucked because I was right in the middle of my inner beast. Get out the way. Go. All right. knocked that one out pretty quick. I guess everybody else already left. Because no one responded to my GGs. Yeah. Everybody else already left. Yeah. I got screwed. Everybody left me. That's cool though. 6 fight up and down. We won. The keyword is still away and alive this time. Library, I can't deny us now. Okay. Moving on to the 7th one. So a little more of the story. Our plan was success, although I hardly need to tell you that. Hegemon has been sealed away, and now you have no choice but to admit the merit in our methods. You have right of it. I am not so petty as to deny the achievements of those I squabbled with, no matter how strongly we disagree. Moreover, this being, ether, as thin as retreating mist, unable to wield creation magics, yet powerful enough to subdue Hemitheus, has made this ordeal far more interesting. Then we have leave to continue. As for that, there is one among you whose very presence puts the others at risk. 'Twould be best to proceed without him, for failure would have consequences that reach far beyond Pandemonium. And of whom do you speak? A warder who cannot even conduct his own duty without aid in this place. Hope alone is not enough to overcome what awaits you. A single misstep will send all to their doom. So long as we each do our part and look to the allies by our side, even Nofatiot can appraise his companion. That's something that Duran and Themis taught me. While I do not wish to express any bias, I am inclined to agree. If my investigation has made anything clear, it is that we are together greater than the sum of our parts. And hope has brought us to this far. It drives us to seek the right path and to act before the path lies closed to us. Then tell me, what is it you hope for? To see Hep in his chains, and that sun rest or sure rest way to prevent further sacrifice. I am aware that destroying Pandemonium would rid of him, but the cost is far too great. And I admit, I wish to know how he means to resurrect Athena. And there we have it. You must leave this place at once, and do not think to set foot in Pandemonium again. You are capable, that much is plain. Yet Hephaestus cannot be suffered to live, and I shall not allow his talk of resurrection to poison mine or anyone else's mind. Life flows in the cycle. this is known. All souls return to the underworld, and Athena's is no exception. She has likely found a new vessel and a new journey to embark upon. You cannot be ignorant to the folly of Hep's words, even if he to breathe life into a body, the soul contained within would not be your mother's. What if our knowledge is imperfect? What if Hep has discovered something that no one else has? He knows all that you do, understands the bitter reality of the world. He wouldn't pursue the impossible. Think, Eric. I have already explained that he is merely my twisted reflection. Is it worth bringing back your mother if it means others are used to discard it like tools? Is it worth it to see her once more? Now, you mean the worth of your colleagues' lives. What was that foolish braying about saving them? Merely a performance to hide your childish devotion to your mother? Well, he's not about him finding his mama. You know that for sure. No matter what consequences. Please, such barbs will get us nowhere. We should first discuss... Oh, I clicked too quick. Oh, I can hear it again. The voice inside my head. Okay, something is coming over him. I know who to follow. Hep. Father. Mother. Oh, I love you so. And this voice will guide me to you. No, listen not. Listen not, Eric. Oh, maybe that's a female voice. No, listen not. Listen not, Eric. Apologies. You taught me that calm heart stays the course, but I could never even grasp the ruder. Oh, okay. So he just took himself out of the equation. All right. That's just a kid trying to find his mama. Alright. Well, library, now what? Appreciate everybody who's here hanging out with your boy tonight as we run through Pandemonium 5, 6, 7, and 8 tonight. We're getting ready to do 7. We're partway through 7 here. Hep is cunning despite his warped mind. Whatever took hold of Eric, it made short work of his reason. From the moment he laid eyes upon me, I could sense his hatred and rage simmering below the surface. 'Twas but a matter of time until he spilled forth, and that was when he fell into the spell's embrace. A magic woven with such skill that Eric himself failed to notice until it was too late. If this is the measure of Hep's power, then the other keywords had little chance to resist it. We saw his work during our encounter with Hep. H. Doubtless, hepatos's magic fed his admiration and envy until there was room for naught else in his art. And there was something else besides. Did you not feel the presence of another? Bro, I've been hearing that voice for a while now. That's what I'm saying right there. I've been hearing it for a while. As I thought, someone was trying to warn her. But whom? Could it have been one of the keywords? Alas, their warning arrived too late. I had already provoked Eric past the point of no return. I bear the burden for his failure. In my stubbornness, I could not but scorn the boy, and Hep knew that. And now I dread to think of the ordeal that awaits him due to my rashness. Well, you want me to go save him, or can I go ahead and go save him? No? Okay, not yet. There is time yet to save him. We can easily regain control of Abyss, giving us a firm foothold from which to brave Pandemonium's lowest level. The enemy is within reach. Oh, that's the cue. Yeah, send us in there. Just as with Hesporo, Eric is in danger of being consumed by Hepathotheus' spell. However, I have faith that he will not easily lose sight of himself. The way forward is clear, Librea. Pray, tell us all you know of what we shall find beyond Abyss. I can only assume one more keyword lies in wait. The deepest levels of Pandemonium is called Tartarus, and your passage shall be challenged not only by a keyword. Hep has laid traps in every corner of its halls. You have no hope of surviving far past the threshold. That, I expect, is where Durand shall shine. His disillusioned ether shall allow him to slip through the traps unimpeded. We saw it when Hep had no effect, and doubtless even he has yet to devise a countermeasure. Cool. Can we go ahead and fight then? Let me go ahead and fight. No? Not yet? Okay. Then time is of the essence. Hep is already well aware that you can match the keyword in battle. He will not stand idle while you stroll past his other defenses at your leisure. Agreed. However, clarity will be indispensable to our success, and I am afraid I must insist upon ere we depart. We have yet to discern what end Hep would use Eric. If you know, I would ask that you enlighten us. And then there is the matter of Athena. Why do you so fiercely rebuke Eric's feelings for his mother? While I understand the very thought of the resurrection, the dead is anathema, you act as if grief over her passing should be equally so. How are we to grapple with the plagues of our friends and drive our foes if you refuse to acknowledge it? I do acknowledge it. I only wish to spare those that feel its still greater pain. Like, bro, did you mean to protect Eric with your silence? So instead of being honest, you bicker like a child, and so you drove your own. I'm going with the second one. So instead of being honest, you bickered like a child? How dare you? No, you're right. The blame for Eric's fate rests squarely upon my shoulders. Very well, I shall lay bare the truth, but only after the foe before us has been laid low. Here we go. So let's go fight. Come on, let's go fight. Let's go fight. Oh, okay. The remaining keyword is Agathisia. She has served in Pandemonium since its conception, and her affinity for magic is peerless even among the keywords. Hep knows that losing her would mean the end of his experiments. He has hidden her in a space unreachable by the conventional means. But your presence makes mockery of such barriers. The scarcity of your ether means it will be trivial to send you directly against Agathisius. I think I'm saying that right. I'm probably saying it really wrong, but it's worth a shot. We shall approach as closely as caution will allow. We know where the battle will commence, so I do not anticipate difficulty in detecting your presence. From afar, I shall do my best to provide you with ground on which to fight in phantom allies to aid you. As for the intimate I have yet to think of a foolproof method. Interment shall not be necessary. From here, I can sense Agatha-Theus' essence, but it is scarcely recognizable. Hep was more ambitious with her than he was with Hegemon. She has been transfigured such that barely a scattering of herself remains. We can but take comfort in what a mercy the underworld will bear to her. You know, basically telling me take her out. Not just take her down so we can chain her up. Take her out. That's what he said. Take her out. All right, cool. We're going to move on to the 7th fight of this raid. You know, real quick, I haven't really. Gear's still in pretty good shape, so that's good to know. I really don't have to travel up here. I just do it because, you know, I want to. It looks cool. So we'll clear that and then hit the 7th. Alright, so the average wait time for this one jumped up to 7 minutes. Let's see how long it actually takes. Let's see how long it actually takes. Alright, oh yeah, let's go talk to them real quick. Sometimes the side character stuff is cool. Since the Hephaestus has come close to perfecting his image of Hematheos, which means his research is in the final stages. I shall establish control of Abyss while keeping an eye on your battle. When the dust has settled, Hephaestus will have nowhere left to flee. Okay, it's good to know. Now we just gotta get the fight on. Let's get ready to rumble. I used to have that as a sound clip. I think I lost it though. I think I lost it somewhere. Oh, that's not it. That's not it either. I also have a where is my super suit, but I forget what that's for. I think that's for somebody following on Twitch. I'm not sure. I don't remember. But how's everybody doing tonight? Everybody hanging in there? We got roughly about 6-7 people watching. So everybody hanging in? Anybody have any questions, concerns? Appreciate everybody who is here hanging out. I know the stories may go long. We are filling up pretty quickly. Just waiting on some DPS. We got 2 tanks, 2 healers. And that's all. Why am I always waiting on DPS when that is the most common role in the game for people to play for stuff like this? It's usually tanks and healers we're waiting on. But for me, it's always DPS. But we're only 2 minutes in. Hopefully nobody leaves. It'll make it a lot smoother if they don't leave. Oh, excuse me. Oh. I can't jump off this? Really? Can I jump off here? Oh, because there's a barrier there. I can't even go to that barrier, can I? No. Boo. Alright. Oh, let me see where she is at. Where is Spooky Dukes at? Okay. I'm going to share this with you guys. If I can. Oh no, that's a small thing. Oh, wait. Hey, it's my boy Cloudy. So this is the Hildy Awards. It's kind of like Lefty's Contest Champion Awards, but Hildy Awards. Let me see. Let me cut the game music down. 'Cause that's as loud as that goes. Let me see if I remember how to do this. System configuration.
There you are, Warrior Light.
Yeah, there was absolutely no way we were going to be able to touch upon Best Live Action without mentioning the legend, Cloudy McDoom. Thank you for submitting your intro.
1000% master of live action in that particular case.
The master.
So these are the Hildy Awards.
Live Action Award honors performances captured in real time. From full
Spooky
cinematic
Dokies,
reenactments,
I think that's how you say it.
and cosplay production.
Spooky Dokies.
These films
Is that how you say your name?
practical direction.
She also plays Final Fantasy 14. Obviously, all this here is
coordination behind
Final
the
Fantasy
camera.
14.
The winner that merged the world of our own with the fantastical is
Peter freaking Spack.
literally the worst video in the Hildy's live action because Peter ran out of time.
Peter, are you here? Did you come out tonight? Please come up on the stage and say a few words.
All
You
right.
said
Should be hopefully.
that is
He's
too
going
bad.
in my
He
fight
said
here in a
several
second.
times if he wins,
So let's
he
check
would
this
be
out.
completely astounded. Well, guess what?
Absolutely insane.
Oh my God.
It's
I
not
almost
quite
watched a
like
man perish. My
Lefty's, because Lefty uses like all the constant champion stuff. And these are people within the community who've taken things from the game and either use mods and or
sanitation station.
some of their own things to kind
I was
of
very
make
proud of that.
things happen. A lot of stuff is pretty cool.
A judge that survived the viewing experience had this to say. Ahem. This motherfucker went into the sewers for a damn Hildy. Absolute chat. Peter, title aside, your video was an absolute thrill ride. Congratulations on your well-deserved win. And now, on to our next category.
Thank you for your intro, Jolie. In Best Music Video, we celebrate the fusion of music
And this is being
visual
presented
storytelling.
within the
Screenwriters
game.
built striking scenes
So-
about rhythm, emotion, and flow.
It's not just about the beat, it's about how visuals elevate the sound into something unforgettable.
Winning music video that got us all moving is Ticking Away by Coffee Cat. Come up to the stage if you're here, Coffee.
Congratulations, Copycat. Your edits were on beat, and your story matched the pace with the music. It was like a
And look at
training
this.
montage worthy of the Warrior of Light.
Well, what happened to this average top
And
wait
it
time?
looks like she's
Why are we
here
just
with
waiting
us
on
tonight.
DPS?
Thank being here. Please take a bow. You
Beautiful.
have definitely earned it. After a grueling prog session, one of our judges had this to say. Gotta say, this is absolute epicness, giving me raid homie vibes. Congratulations on your win, Coffee Cat. Let's move right along to our next category.
And all this is also being created by the people who are presenting and their team of people that have helped out. So not only is the community presenting really cool stuff on its own, they are doing something within it as well, which is kind of cool.
Well, talking about cameos, that was a category intro from our very own Spooky Dogs.
Ah, stop. We had
Spooky
to make sure
Dogs, that's how you
everything
say
here
it.
was impressive tonight, am I right?
You're
Oh, we lost the healer. God dang it.
Best narrative recognizes strong storytelling at its core. Character development, pacing, dialogue, and emotional impact.
These films stood out not for just how they moved us and surprised us, but they stayed with us long after the credits followed.
The winner that captured our heart with its narrative is
Under the Moonlight 2, Bloodlines.
A lot of people have YouTube channels, so you can find like their YouTube channels and see the work they actually did.
Congratulations,
It's kind of cool.
Bloodlines. Are you here with us in the? Oh, yep, there they are.
Awesome! Come on up to the
Come on
stage
up
and take a
give us an
bow.
emote. Give us a bow. So humble.
Oh man, it's like standing next to a real life celebrity.
That's for sure.
Oh, there it is. Okay, we popped.
Bloodlines, your character-focused story had deep internal conflict that matched with an explosive external.
All right, let me get back to. We'll go back to that later. Where's the other tank at? All right, there we go. All right, this is number 7. So. Seven of 12. We are over the halfway point. We're gonna get to probably 8 tonight, and then we're probably gonna call it there. And then we'll come back with 9 through 12 to finish off later. What in the heck? Hemophios. Okay. Well, that sucked. I hate that. I hate that I can't. Stop following me, other thing. Oh, this doesn't matter. Oh, okay. I guess I didn't mitigate fast enough on that one. Ouch. Ouch. Step up far enough. This is stupid. I have to unclip to move the way I do. Definitely got to be a setting that I'm missing somewhere. There we go. That was not very clean on me, but it worked. Okay, I guess everybody cut out because I just got loaded up. Thank you guys for still here hanging out with your boy. Oh, there's still somebody. No, they left. Let's just leave. We don't need any more stuff. We don't need no more stuff. All right. So wrapping up 7 here. The most Agnes was slain. The flow of ether in the pandemonium focused keenly on this location, creating a tunnel of sorts through which we could quickly convey ourselves. It was almost as if we were ushered here. This space was created with care and concealed with powerful wards. Only the key ward would have been able to detect it, and even then with great difficulty. Ergo, if only I could restore Tataros to order, but I am afraid this is the most I can manage with such power as remains to me. It has been too long, Master La Habrea. Likewise, Keyword Agatus, I should not be surprised you were able to break free of Heftel's spell, even diminishing as you were. 'Twas not an easy task, even with your aid. His curse digged into one's heart, creating a storm of emotions that is all too easy to become lost in. Only by chance did a fragment of myself remain, illuminating a path through the madness. And thus I am able to appear before you now, even while my body was powerless to resist Hepatus' command. Some small part of my logical mind stood alone in defiance. It even managed to speak to the outside world. The report, that was you. Doubtless you recognize my voice from the many times I have called out to you. The hope that those pleas would not fall on deaf ears was all that kept me from succumbing to hopelessness. But I have a greater purpose here than simply saying farewells. There is something you must know, that the tragedies of the past do not repeat in the present. Forgive me for what I am about to do, Master Lahiraya, but the story must be told. 'Tis the only way to understand Hep's fixation on Eric. No longer can you hide your heart away. Right, they get about to tell us a long story. Oh, there's that right there. The young Lahiraya. Heptos? No, the mask marks him as Lahiraya. Master Lahiraya had brought an end to Lady Athena's life and sealed away a part of his memories and emotions within Heptos. There are many recollections of the moments follow. And you truly have no intention of revealing the truth to Eric. My lesser half is now buried where none can find it. We would be wise to do the same with our memory of this day. Blood should not sway the spirit so, but Athena's teachings have warped the boy. I fear he would see our star burn to keep his mother safe. Eric believes that he feels love, but he is shackled by dependence. He could not bear the truth. His dependence makes it all the more important to be open with him. He will seek your answer about his mother's loss, which shall inevitably lead him to you. Are you willing to accept the blame for Athena's death? Are you willing to accept your son's hatred? If that was what to come pass, then so be it. Better to be burdened with the hatred than the knowledge of Athena's thoughts. Athena throughout his body and soul mere tools be to use and discard. Even were I to tell him what his mother plotted, he would ever seek reason to believe that the true fault lies with me or with him. Should he merely hate me, he will remain undefeated by doubt, free to serve the star far from his parents' shadow. Excuse me, y'all. Eric loved his mother more than life itself, and yet, what a dreadful truth you've borne all this time. Such is Lahiraya's nature. Every action, every word, a solution to life's greatest dilemmas, and none to spare for his own. That ain't the Lahiraya we know. What have I revealed to you is but a small portion of a larger picture. I shall leave it to Lahiraya to paint the rest for you, and for Eric, I hope. Thank you, Agatatius. I always admired you, you know. What choice did I have when you sacrificed so much to guide our star to the heavens? Okay, she dissipated. That was it. That's all she had left. Hep has doubtlessly sensed that his final keyword has fallen. We should return to the surface before he moves to strike us here. If we are to face him, we must be prepared to bring our full strength to bear. All right. Get out of here. Finish off part number 7. Yeah, finish 7 here. Agathias was ever a bold woman, even in her final moments, that she would unearth the secrets of my past for all to look upon. Still, full glad I am that she faced you as her last opponent. I could think of none more worthy to send her soul off to the other side. All right, pick up part 8 here. Picking up part 8 here. The vision you saw told the story far more adequately than I ever could. Athena was consumed by her research and was willing to sacrifice her own child if it hastened her progress. She did not offer him a position here out of sense of love or pride. 'Twas merely because she knew he would be the most pliable test subject. Dang, his mother was like, "Here, let me run these tests on you real quick. Let me test this stuff out on you and turn you into a heathen. I see now why you hide the truth from him. I cannot say with certainty that Eric could have handled the weight of such betrayal after holding his mother on the pedestal for so long. Unfortunately, it seems not even her death has ensured his safety. Hep has taken up Athena's research and succeeded in creating him a Theo. I know not what his ultimate end is, but 'tis plain it is connected with the resurrection of Athena. The knowledge alone is sufficient to direct our next course of action. As for the rest of your story, we shall hear it after we have returned Eric to the safety, in accordance with Agathias' last wish. Very well. I can at least assure you that finding him shall prove relatively simple now that Hep can no longer bend pandemonium to his will. There is but one place left for him to find refuge, the Black Heart of Tartaros, where Athena built her testing compound. We can assume that Hep will offer fierce resistance. I must focus every effort on securing a safe means of approach. All right. Come on, let's get to the fight. Let's get to the fight. Librarian, I would ask that you assume the duty of summoning Duran's Phantom Warriors. I have no objection. My ability to fight within Tartaros would be greatly diminished in any case. However, I wish to deal with the final blow to Hippos myself. There is no need to dirty your hands with such a deed. I take it then that you have no interest in sealing him away as before. The presence I felt when I encountered Hep bore little resemblance to the entity I created. By his own hand, he has become something far more wicked, and the same magics that once shackled him may very well shatter before the power he wields. On my pride as a researcher, I am loath to repeat the same mistake twice. I would not see these events play out again, and so he must be extinguished. Oh, excuse me. Well then, I shall open the way forward. May we finish this together? Quest accepted. All right. 8th circle now accessible. All right, so this is the 8th fight. Probably the last one for the night. The end is in sight. Return me to safe fleet, my friend. Oh, okay. So, again, I don't need to go up here. I just kind of do. I'll clear out that. Pick up the 8th. And see how long it takes. Let's go holler at La Brea. If Hep truly means to continue Athena's research, then Eric is indispensable to his goals. He is safe, but for how much longer I cannot say. Okay. Doesn't say more than that. Alright, while we are waiting, we'll check in on Spooky. Oh, they're done. Well, that was fast. We won't be checking in on Spooky. That was real fast. Okay. We'll just be chilling then. We'll be chilling. We will be chilling. Thank you guys for who's all still here hanging out. We got roughly about 7-8 people watching between both streams. We have roughly we got 10 likes. So people have been in and out. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. As we wait on this 8th one tonight, this will be the last one for the night. I just don't have it in me to keep going. I don't have it in me to keep going. I go spend some time with the wife before we fall asleep. She might actually be asleep. Maybe. She might actually already be asleep. I'll have to go wake her up. As all great husbands do when they go in the room to go talk to their wife. They antagonize her. But appreciate everybody who's here hanging out tonight. Make sure if you have not yet, hit the like button on the YouTube side. On the Twitch side, if you're here hanging out, appreciate you. I don't think I have the exclamation point lurk available yet. I probably should get that going. But I don't have it going. I don't know. Let me test it out myself. If I put exclamation point lurk, does lurking work for me? It does. Ghost Dog, we see you lurking like a stealthy chocobo. We got your back while you take a breather. Well, I'm not really lurking. I was really just testing out if the lurk thing worked for me, and it does. It does. Yeah, exclamation point lurk if you're lurking. Appreciate that. Tomorrow is up in the air for streaming tomorrow. If the wife joins me, then we will probably try to finish Split Fiction, which we are releasing shorts again for that on the YouTube side. I believe. Oh, it was. Let's see. Let me get exclamation point YouTube and repin that. There it goes. There is my YouTube link for people on the Twitch side. If you haven't followed me on YouTube yet, make sure you do that, because that is where I post videos. I haven't posted many in recent months, but we do post our shorts over there, which we have posted a lot of those recently. So, but none since May. First one since May was today. But we have several coming out over the next week and a half. That should be up for your enjoyment. Maybe even the next 2-3 weeks. Just depending on how much of the cutscenes I cut out. But yeah, come join us over there on the YouTube side as well. We have GD treats over there as well. And for those of you on the YouTube side, come hang out with us on the Twitch side. You know, so come out, come see what Twitch is like. You might find out you might like it. You might like it on Twitch, maybe. Some people say it's weird. I don't say it's weird. My blackout thing is not working like I want it to. I really honestly think I need one more light right here to kind of make it work really properly, and then we could really get some good. I could get some good green screen effects without actually having I don't really have a green screen behind me. That's the thing. That's part of it. If I actually had a green screen behind me, which means I'd be in my office, not in the breakfast area of my house, the breakfast nook area of my house. But you know, come see, come saw, right? You can only complain so much. Well, we are 4.5 minutes now. Waiting on this to pop so we can do this 8th and final one. People should be showing up. It is still mogul event. The mogul event is still going on. I think it goes on through this weekend. And then we have a new patch dropping. I believe on Tuesday. I think it's patch number 4 of 6. I think they usually do 6 patches. My goal is to be done with Hildebrand here soon, and then finish up main story quest. Post main story quest, and get ready to head into Dawn Trail. I am going to plan on doing my thoughts of the first of the story. So, for those who don't play the game, who are like, what do you mean the story? It just doesn't continue. No, it doesn't. Think of it as for those who played the contest, book 1 and book 2. So book 1 was A Realm Reborn. Then we had Heaven's Ward, favorite by the way, Stormblood, Shadowbringers, then Endwalker. And Endwalker was the end of this particular story, which these raids are for Endwalker. This expansion talked more about the Ascians. We got to see what they were like in the past, to kind of help us really forge a better future, I guess, and also learn what we was coming up against, what we would be causing everything that was happening in Walker. So, and then the start of the next story is Dawn Trail. You are no longer selling items in Kugani Market. Okay, someone bought my items. I had items I was selling. Someone bought the last thing I was selling. Is that what happened? Let's see. Oh, I got some player combinations, which is cool. All right, we've popped. We have popped, which is awesome. Last DPS. There we go. All right. He's got Eric all tied up in chains.
Ericthonios is mine, heart and soul. And with your death, none will be left to stop me.
Okay. Perfect imperfection. Hephathosius. I know I said that completely wrong. Let's go.
Rest eternal in the dark depths of this prison. From fulgent flame my servants rise. Out of my sight. Leave not but ash in your wake. Let sweet sorrow into your heart. A fitting death. of sacrifice. You are afraid to be
Yeah,
consumed.
I messed up on my rotation there. Got to relay my buff, so I went back for it. Okay. So far, so good.
Perish in flames and race. Go forth and sate your boundless hunger.
Ouch. Ow. Ow.
Flame my servants rise. Out of my sight.
Ow.
I shall see my wish fulfilled. You will know my rage.
Of course, you would do that, right?
Flesh from bone.
That can't be good.
Behold the fruits of sacrifice. You are afraid to be consumed.
Oh, get out of there.
Perish in flame's embrace. Good one, and sate your boundless hunger.
Oh. Woo. Not gonna lie, that was close. Oh man. I wish more people let me tank though, like be main tank. Okay, so the Abyss is complete. The Abyss OS. The Abyss OS. Abyss OS? I don't know how you say that, bro. You know what? Let's give it to Mother Tank. He can have it. Take that. Oh no, I got stuck with all of it. I want to go through and unload all that crap somewhere. Alright. I got hit with a lot of it. Alright, let's finish this off. Let's see. The chains of events that led to this moment began with my error. When out of mercy, I confine you here. Now I break it and leave no trace of you behind. This is not over. I see you will not go peacefully. Excuse me, y'all. Even a cast-off would uphold his prize, though such a impulse must speak to overwhelming ignorance of my other half. The name is Hep, shall grow to eclipse yours. None shall remember the deeds of La Brea once I fulfill Athena's ambition and bring Eric dreams to life. What's up? What's up, Months? You was hashtag lurking, bruh? Or exclamation point lurking? I think it only works on Twitch. That exclamation point lurk only works on Twitch. But appreciate you hanging out with us, man. But the boo, it works, obviously. You speak as if you care a whit for the boy. Why then do you cower behind him? There are some desires which must not be realized. Athena would see the world destroyed if it meant she could find hers in the ruins. As for Eric, he knows not what his wish would beget, a truth which you have hidden from him. Do you truly believe a father's role is to deceive and manipulate? My wish? You would claim the name hepatithosis. I'm saying it once for theatrical purposes. And call yourself his father. Yet you blind his mind and body in dark chains. Or you bind his mind and body in dark chains. Your words, your pride ring hollow. Athena wanted her son by her side, and he desires to return there. What wickedness is there in the mending a broken family? Athena cared not for Eric, beyond how he could serve her ends. You claim to be acting in his interest, but 'tis plain you are no different. As I ushered Athena to her end, I vowed that my sole mission in life would be to guide this star true. In service to that vow, I silenced the whispers of my heart. I could not nurture a son whilst the entire world looked to me for guidance. For that choice, I bear the responsibility. Yet, he is still my son, and I'll not suffer you to seduce him with false hope. You, who are not but a bitter dread of Athena and I, the very worst of us. Mother, no, then how do I? Hearken to your heart. I hear you. I owe you, Themis, an apology. Athena, did you ever, in La Habrea, I will have my say. Okay, you got out of that on his own. How? His mind was mine. I can't explain. Duran's words reached me through the haze. They rang loud and clear. As did the words of another, in a voice much like yours, but resounding with truth. How? When did you master these bonds? Oh, we've interred much worse. You worthless! You... Now, voice acting is at 10 out of 10 tonight. Voice acting is 10 out of 10 tonight, y'all. It appears my fears have borne fruit after all. Yeah, I can talk to you, son. You did well, son. I'm about to say. Ain't gonna say nothing to his son, bro. Alright. Finish this off and get out of here. With Hephaestus' essence contained in the crystal, we may safely return to air above. That he would bind Hep with only half his sense intact. You quite understand his adeptness in the art of intimate. It was hardly what I had in mind, but a feat deserving of praise nonetheless. Hey. Alright. Alright, we gotta pick up this one so we get back to it. We're not going to go to it yet. We're just going to pick this one up, get to the next part, and we'll be good to go. And then we can get the heck out of Dodge. I feel no trace of Hep's poison in your mind, and for a blessing, it would appear your body is none the worse for wear. I made my way here as soon as I could. I no longer sense Hep, and the force sailing the Pandemonium's barriers has ceased. Are we rid of him for good and all? Yeah, I took care of that crap, right? I went ahead and beat him down real good. He got one or two good shots in on me. I see. Despite his muddled sense, Eric felt that to seal Hepatos away was the proper course. It wasn't so noble as that. I only knew something had to be done, so I acted. La Habrea, was that how you dealt with Hep in the past? Indeed, he was not but the parts of my memory and soul that I had cut away. A massive ether without a material vessel. Storing his essence within a crystal was the most logical choice. On that matter, I believe that time has come for you to share the rest of your tale of Hep's creation and Athena's end. I heard your words, but only vaguely, as if from under the surface of a deep pool. My mother wished to use me. I will hear the whole truth. I want to know what happened here, and what drove Athena to act as she did. I am ready. We're about to do this now? We can't do this outside on the next pickup? Guess not. Athena's brilliance outshone us all. Even the other members of the Words Library were as children in comparison. So dedicated to the research she was that it was not unheard of for her to forget meals or even sleep. Her mind was ever grasping for knowledge, and it was in this endless search that she became obsessed with uncovering secrets of life. Don't be booing, bro. You didn't even do it right, months. You see, while we can conceive life in various forms, this means of creating a soul are beyond our ken. Similarly, though we can enhance and alter our physical vessel, we have ever been bound to them. Athena's purpose was to shatter these limitations. Such limitations as we were not meant to surpass. She sought to enter the realm of gods. Sacred few have the ability to comprehend what such a task entails, let alone the courage to attempt it. For the most, they thought that it would be an ideal fancy, considering once and then discarded. Not so for Athena. As leader of the Words of Alabrea, I spoke with her often about transcending our being. From an academy perspective, the challenge has plagued countless research through the ages. It was during these musings that I began formulating the theory, a means by which a person could meld the creation. A weakness of one would be mitigated by strengths of others, and the result could be something greater than we have ever imagined. Although it was but a theory, Athena insisted I develop it further, curious about every detail along the way. Our conversations became more frequent, and our platonic relationship grew into something much more. I take it I was born not soon after. Just so. I believe she bore true affection for me and was blind to her hidden intentions. When the Pandemonium was built, she requested to lead the researchers. I saw no reason to deny her. Even setting aside our relationship, her accomplishments as a scholar made her the obvious choice. However, in giving her Pandemonium, I also gave her free rein to conduct whatsoever experiments she could devise. And when you found out what she was doing, you killed her? I made a haste to Pandemonium the moment I learned of these hidden chambers. I left Agatius to keep watch from Tatru's vestibule as I ventured deeper, knowing not what would await me. As for what occurred next, 'tis best to see with your own eyes. Is that me? You are aware that our respect for our neighbors and Elpis, the researchers of the Pandemonium, are not to be masked. Yet you stand before me with your face covered. What petty defiance is this? What indeed? So quick you are to rebuke me, though yourself have not set foot in these halls since their inception. You must have known you could not conceal this from myself and Agatius forever. As well, you know that I cannot allow it to continue. I shall say this but once. Release Eric, else I shall have no choice but to strike you down. Excuse me. I would meet my end at the hands of none other. However, ere my time is come, I will have you know the why of it. Minus 10 months? Come on, fam. Come on, fam. Come on now, dog. Come on, man. I need that one. That's I didn't want that. Stop that. Turn that one off. Turn that one off. Turn that one off. Months, come on, man.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. Come on, man. You're making money. Come on.
Negative
Come
10?
on, man. Come on.
Then you will not desist. Once you understand what has driven me this far, you shall see that stopping was never an option. Can't believe you, Months. The feeling of one way little against the need of the entire star. Of course, of that I am well aware, that you did not design to descend from your lofty heights simply to lecture me as you would a child. You have an interest in my motivations. What possessed Athena, peerless researcher and mother to the son of the great La Habrea, to embark upon the path to her downfall? History will demand an answer, but it is you who deserve one. Give me your hand, La Habrea, and I shall know another more deeply than ever before. Impossible. You bonded your souls? Aye. That the boundaries between us would cease to be. She offered me everything to be understood. I found myself unable to refuse. At the moment, my mind was a storm of questions, yet one roared the loudest. Did Athena ever truly love me? I am become the memory and mind. and I thee. So are we going to see a memory of a memory? Is that what we're seeing? Can you feel it? My heart, all that I am. Excuse me. Yes, as if it were my own. A fathomless desire to discrete the mysteries of life, to transcend our mortal flesh and bleed into a higher plane of existence. An unquenchable thirst for knowledge, not a single thought spared for another, for the star. How disappointing. Yet what is known cannot be unknown. You have beheld my life's work. Try as you might to exercise the memory, the seed of desire remains. And when it takes root, you too shall be consumed by the selfsame fever. I will dig it out. I will dispense with the corruption of my soul ere you rotten insight spreads. "'Twas my weakness that let this wickedness fester, but never again. Today I cast aside fickle emotion and abide by duty alone. Today I renounce all that I was and live only as La Brea." Months, I don't know how you give me a -10 for this, bro. Oh, excuse me. Thus did I forsake the part of myself that had been polluted by Athena sealing it within the crystal. Never did I think I would one day face those memories made flesh. Forgive my bluntness, but your actions bordered on insanity. To go to such lengths to escape your memories, you nearly rewrote your very existence. Rest assured, the change did not go unnoticed by our colleagues in the convocation. Ignoram and Emmett Selch in particular made plain the suspicion they harbored. As well as they should have, that you escaped with your life was nothing short of a miracle. Why didn't you destroy the crystal then and there? Did you think to one day make use of the knowledge it contained? I will not deny such considerations played into my decision, but my main motivation was fear. I had never attempted such a feat before. The crystal was my sole recourse should something go awry with the remainder of my soul. In hindsight, to cling to it was a mistake born of doubt. Athena must have anticipated that I would resort to such measures and prepared a vessel beforehand that would accept the drag of my soul. Hep doubtlessly believed that he was performing his duty as a husband and a father should, yet in truth he was but a puppet being pulled to and fro by Athena's desires. His goal was not to raise himself high. He thought only of seeing his dear Athena live again, that she might finish what she began. Yet, for all that, he and I were alike. We yet shared a fatal flaw, you see. Our need for control binded us to the other perspective. Whilst I was enthralled, you called out to me. What say you now? Does La Briere speak true? Yes, and now it is your turn to do the same. It's a long ending or a long start. I just want to know one thing. Did you truly believe that hiding the truth was best for me, even knowing how I felt about my mother? The La Briere I know had a fatal flaw. After all, I'm still not convinced. I have said all that I can say. Now it is for you to choose to believe me or not. The La Briere I know holds duty above all else. I would sooner prostrate myself. Prostrate? I don't know what that word. Messed that word up. Myself before erupting volcano, than place my fickle emotions in his path. When you return to the surface, you'll doubtlessly don that mark once more. So before we climb out of this forsaken pit, I suppose I should say, thank you, Hephaestus. Okay. Is that it? Is that it? We on to the next part of the story? Quest accept. There we go. All right, ladies and gents. So that is going to do it for tonight. Appreciate everybody who's stuck around and hung out. I will catch up with everybody on the next one. Until then, it is your boy Gustav54 signing out. Until the next one. Peace.